So, welcome everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Uh,
Good evening.
all right. Today we're gonna study leveling survey. I will take you through the introduction, the types of leveling, and what else? What else? What else? The equipments used, the procedure, and the applications, and plus the importance of leveling survey. So, let's begin. So, who can tell me what leveling survey is? Caro. Caro.
Is the process of determining Earth position.
Yes, a good trial. Uh, Limo, is Limo around? So, leveling survey is a branch of surveying used to determine the elevation of points relative to a reference datum. This is essential for construction and engineering projects to ensure accurate heights, measurements, and alignments. So, before we continue, I'd like to know if anyone has had any experience with surveying or leveling. So feel free to share. Masai,
Mm, Once I encountered tachymetry, tachymetry leveling
mm-hmm.
used to in the field. Yeah.
That's cool. That's great. Caro,
Maybe during survey lessons in class
very good.
when you are taken to the field. Yeah.
Appreciate them. There are emojis over there. So let's dwell lean on types of leveling. There are two types of leveling, which are direct leveling and indirect leveling. So indirect, there are, there are many types. One, simple leveling, which measures the difference in elevation between two nearby points using a level instrument. Differential leveling, used for greater distances involving multiple setups. And in profile leveling, takes measurements along a predetermined line. These are just some of the types of direct leveling. There are many more, which I can leave. I can give you an assignment to check on more and do some research. I expect it to be submitted next time we meet. So the other type of leveling, it is indirect leveling. Indirect leveling, there are two. It is categorized into two. One, trigonometric leveling uses angles and horizontal distances to calculate elevation difference, and another one is barometric leveling, which estimates elevation based on atmospheric pressure variations. So if anyone has a question, you can ask as we continue. And meanwhile, you can think of a scenario where you might use differential leveling instead of simple leveling. Now, the other part we're gonna check on is equipments used in leveling survey. There are many equipments used, but this time we're gonna dwell on only three. Dumpy level, which is used to establish a horizontal line of sight and measure vertical distances. It consists of a telescope mounted on a horizontal base. Another equipment is the automatic level. This one quickly establishes a horizontal plane without manual adjustments. It consists of an internal compensator that automatically adjusts the line of sight. The other one is leveling.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Excuse.
yes.
There are some people waiting in the lobby. They said that you should let them in.
Oh, let me check. Let me check. In a few, in a few, in a few. 1 minute. So we can continue, right? Welcome, and don't leave after I have finished because I will download the attendance. So the other one. So we were discussing those who have joined. We were discussing the equipments used in leveling survey. So the other one is leveling staff. It is a graduated measuring rod used in conjunction with a level instrument. It provides a reference point for measuring elevation differences when viewed through the level's telescope. Anyone who has a question? Jemima, are we together? Viola,
Yes.
it's okay. Let's continue. The procedure for conducting a survey. One is setup. So in setup, you just establish a benchmark with a known elevation as a reference point. The other the other step is taking measurements. You take the backside reading on the benchmark to establish the reference elevation. Then you take the foresight reading, but if points are far, you can use intermediate points to facilitate measurement. The other part is recording data. You document all the readings in a leveling book, including the backside and foresight values, distance measurements if applicable, weather conditions, and instrument details for context. This is self-explanatory. So the other step is calculating differences. You calculate the elevation of each point by subtracting the backside reading from the foresight reading. And then you ensure to check for errors and verify calculations by comparing with known elevations or through repeat measurements. This is self-explanatory unless someone has a question. Caro, have you understood?
Yes. Yes, I've understood.
Mhm. Now, the other part we're gonna look at is application in surveying. One is construction. So you ensure structures are built at the correct elevations, preventing flooding or structural instability. The other one is road design, which this helps in facilitating creation of safe and efficient road alignments by assessing terrain features like hills and valleys. The other one is land surveying. It is essential for mapping topography, establishing property boundaries, and planning land use. The other application is hydrographic surveying, which assists in navigation by creating nautical charts that ensure passage for vessels. So, as I said, if you have a question, you just raise your hand and I'll check, or you can type on the chat box. Lastly, let's look at the importance of leveling survey. There are many importances of leveling survey, but this time we only gonna check on five of them. One is topographical mapping. This one is essential for creating contour maps, which are crucial for planning and executing various engineering projects. Sustainable development. This informs land use planning, aiding in environmental conservation for future developments. The other one is precision in construction. Accurate leveling aligns projects with planned specifications, improving overall construction efficiency and adherence to timelines. The other one is cost efficiency, helps maintain projects, budgets, and optimizes resource allocation. The lastly is structural integrity. It ensures buildings and infrastructure are constructed on stable foundations, minimizing hazards and enhancing safety. So, in summary, we can say that the importance of leveling surveys lies in the ability to provide precise data essential for planning and executing construction projects. Accurate elevation measurements help prevent costly mistakes and enhance safety standards. So, think, can anyone share an example of a project where accurate leveling was critical? Anyone? Limo? Viola? Uh,
Yes.
there's a
Pardon
question.
your question.
Can't hear you properly.
Yeah.
Can't hear you properly.
There is road construction.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Masai.
Okay.
Thank you, Viola.
I think leveling is used during dam construction.
Uh-huh. That's nice. So I would like to hear from you what you have learned today so that I can know where the problem can be, where you have not understood, so that next time I can put more time on it. So, Caroline, let's start with you. What have you learned today?
I have learned types of leveling,
Yes.
of, of which we have direct and indirect.
Uh-huh. Limo, thank you. Thank you, Caro.
Yeah, so I've learned on the importance of leveling.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good try. Masai.
I have learned on the equipment used in leveling, and we
Yes.
said we have automatic leveling and
Mhm.
then leveling stuff.
That's good. Viola.
Today I've learned about the procedure of leveling. Hope
So,
you're getting me.
so thank you very much. Anyone who has a question, Masai, your hand is still up. Just a minute. I download the attendance. Don't leave yet. Just a minute. Just a minute. Mm, just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Hey, what's not happening? What's not happening?